just been your biggest emphasis between spring and going into fall camp?
Just building the culture, making sure everybody do everything right. Just kind of bringing the new guys in and showing the way and leading the way to what we expect and our expectations and what we're looking forward to.
It's only been a couple of months, really, since spring and the coaching changes. Do you think there is a new culture?
Yeah, summer means a lot, especially in this league. That's where you build your team and define what y'all going to be for the rest of the season.
There's been a lot of talk about that culture. Can you just give us a little insight into what the culture is like here?
Culture is pretty much everything, but just knowing that your brothers beside you are willing to fight for you every day and go to war with you and do everything right, whether it's on and off the field. Even from the players' perspective and the coach's perspective, we all one. We all a family and brotherhood.
How easy does that culture make it to recruit guys in?
Say that again?
How easy does that culture make it to recruit guys in and bring other players?
How easy?
Yeah.
They kind of could tell and feel it once they come in. We're kind of just like all brothers here, so once they come in, they just fit and they like us pretty much.
You guys more healthy, a bunch of transfers coming in. How much different does this defense look and feel from the spring?
It feels good. I feel like we got to learn the playbook a lot more. Got to study it and go over it and visualize it and just have repetition at it. Even with the young guys, they've been here, and now that we know what we're talking about, they ask us questions and we answer in detail.
Tell us what you've seen from Haddon and Turnage, the new guys.
Those guys come to work every day. That's kind of like a part of the culture again. They see everybody working around them, so they come to work every day, and they're ready to go to war too.
Anything specific? Besides, they have good size. Anything specific about their game to stand out to early on?
Yeah, they're really good players. I mean, they have every aspect of the game: ball skills, speed, strength. Yes, sir. They're real good.
And did you add weight, muscle in the offseason?
Yes, sir. I added some weight, some muscle.
What's your weight at right now?
I'm weighing around like 200. I lost a little bit of fat. I brought a little bit of fat down, body fat, and I just kind of bulked up a little bit.
How versatile is that safety position in this defense? I mean, you've been able to do a lot in the box on the back end. How much do you think play-to-play your role might change?
I change every play.
Yeah.
We might have to cover a slot, be in the middle of the field. We might have to even cover the X receiver sometimes, blitz. It pretty much depends on the play call. We can pretty much do everything.
Once you covering the slot at that nickel, who are some of the options that will be there for you guys to help you out there?
I mean, we have a few. We'll see once camp start tomorrow who will be 1, 2, 3 or whatnot. But everybody's going to come in ready to work. So.
What was it like for you seeing a baseball team have the success that they had last year? 'Cause you were around them at some point, right?
Yes, sir. I was happy for them guys. We're all still cool. We're all still brothers. Just happy to see them guys have fun. They deserve it, for sure. And definitely coached by Tello.
Did you commit to both sports?
Yes, sir. I did. Yes, sir.
Make you miss baseball?
Yeah, I love baseball forever. So.
Last season was kind of the first season you were able to stay healthy throughout the year, if I'm not mistaken. Just kind of, now that you have kind of that first season under your belt, where do you think you can kind of improve the most going into this season?
Just being able to watch film from the whole season and kind of see where I got better at and my weaknesses and strengths. I feel more comfortable being able to play faster, being able to talk to my teammates to the left and right of me more vocally, and just going and trying to get to the championship like we want to.
How much do you feel like playing multiple sports before has given you an advantage in football, just with athleticism and different stuff you can do?
It teaches you a lot. For me, mostly baseball taught me the ball skills part of the game, catching the game, the IQ part, seeing a lot of things at once, making quick decisions. And basketball, I played basketball too, taught me a lot as far as shuffling and playing defense too. Yes, sir.
I want to ask you, go ahead.
Coach Martinez, what's been your early relationship with him and getting coaching?
I'm glad he's my coach. He comes in ready to work. He gets the best out of us. He tells us what's right, what's wrong, and he allows us to play fast and have fun. And he's gonna tell us what we need to do and how we need to do it.
Do you like that coaching style, like a truth teller?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You don't want to leave no doubts out there. You don't want to go into Saturday's game day still wondering if you were right or wrong. So, yes, sir.
I want to ask you about Jalen. Just how much did that foot and toe injury kind of hamper him last year, and just how big of a step can he take this year now that at least going into the season he's healthy?
Jalen looks great. He's been looking amazing. He's been training real hard. He looks like better than ever, healthier than ever. So I feel like he's gonna have a breakout year for sure.
How would you describe you two as a duo?
Me and him back there is one of a kind. I feel like personally, we'll get to show y'all more though this fall, and y'all see what's going on for sure.
You talk about that versatility, and Coach Banks said in an ideal defense for him, it would be players are able to be flexible at every position. Is that kind of a new defensive mindset for you, or something that you've always played under?
I wouldn't say it was new, but I feel like to be a defensive back, you kind of have to be versatile anyway. We don't really pride ourselves in just being a safety or just being a corner or just being a slot defender. We kind of just pride ourselves as being DBs now, especially with this defense. Ain't no telling if you're gonna, like I said, cover the slot, the X receiver, blitz, cover the deep part of the field. It doesn't really matter. So it's big, huge.
Think you'll ever face an offense on Saturday that moves as fast as the one you guys face in practice?
I mean, there's a lot of offenses that goes fast. I mean, our offense is pretty fast though. So I mean, we're not really too worried about what kind of offense we face. We're trying to come in here and work and get better.
What have you seen from Tamarion this offseason? It seemed like he kind of flashed last year as a freshman. Just what have you seen from him this year?
Like I said, Tamarion is a great player. He comes to work every day just like the rest of our guys, and he's really determined to be successful and be great. And he just does what he's asked to do, and he just goes to work every day.
Trevon, I know he's an offensive guy, but you see benefits or advantages to having a head coach who is a former player and a really good former player. Does that show up in his approach, how he teaches?
I mean, we're from the defensive standpoint. It's just seeing the offense, a decent or a good offense, fast offense every day we come out and work is good on our part, and he shows love to both sides of the ball. So he's just a great coach all around, and he teaches everybody, offense and defense.
What have been your thoughts about Tim Banks? Seems like a really cool, just down-to-earth type of guy.
Yeah, Coach Banks. Coach Banks is one of a kind. He might seem chill, but he knows everything he's talking about. He's definitely a defensive expert. He knows what's coming and when it's coming, and he brings the call in and tells us what to do.
Is he chill on the practice field?
Did he chill? Nah, he coaches, man. He gonna coach. He just hopefully he wants us to take what's from the meeting room to the field room. So he expects us to come out here and already know and have our work come behind it and back us up once we get on the field.
Who gets after y'all more, Martinez or Banks?
Who gets after us more? I say they get out after us the same. They just kind of just correct us like coaches do. When you mess up, they'll tell you what you did wrong, and when you do good, they'll praise you on it. Not too much. They'll let you know that you got to keep getting better.
I don't know how much you pay attention to it, but there's been a lot of just chatter away from the game all off season long, coaching change, other stuff. Just how excited are you just to play ball and just kind of put all that in the rear view?
I'm never really too worried about all the outside noise. I know I came here for a reason, and we all came here for a reason, and that's to win and to better our lives. So I'm not too really worried about any of that. Just ready to play football.